YouTube. Save. Error fields. Planetary category. Aha. Aha. There we go. All right. Wow, that was weird. There we go. All right. Wow, that was weird. All right. Now we're working. We're up and running here. I couldn't get the stream to go. I couldn't get the stream to stream. What in the world is going on here? The whole world is crazy. All right. Let's get over to the micro NASDAQ here, guys. And wow, look at this. Okay, let's clear the charts. And let's just start talking technical analysis. Welcome, everybody. This is the TrendCloud live trading room. And what we do here is basically go over the TrendCloud process, go over your TrendCloud indicators, and show you how everything works together as a system. And we basically do technical analysis in this room, and we read price action using the TrendCloud day trading system. And right now, if you take a look here at the micro S&P, you'll see that we've got an upward trend here. And do you see how these candles have just turned ice blue? Well, that means the trend is extended. And let's open this up. Okay. And let me show you, get over to this chart here, the 4-hour chart. We use 3 time frames. High time frame 4 hour, middle time frame 1 hour, low time frame 15 minute. And together, when we read TrendCloud across all 3 time frames, we get a very accurate picture of what price action is doing. Okay, so let's go over here and just focus in. Hey, good morning, Kazi. Let's go over here to the micro S&P, and on this chart, you'll have your TrendCloud, your cycle indicator, and your momentum filter. Okay, and basically we've got, oh wow, it's gone up to 8 waves already. Okay, let's take a good look at the top here. There is the very top. Let's just draw a thin line here right across the very top there. So we're almost retesting that area. So right now we're in a double top. And as long as this candle right here does not close above this candle, we will have a double top. If this candle does something like this, even, right? Even if it just does something like this here, let me show you. Even if it does something like this and just creates a very long wick, right? It just creates a long wick like that, but still closes below this purple line here, we will have a double top. So it can break above that pivot candle. It can break above that pivot candle. It just can't close above that pivot candle, okay? So in this situation here right now, we do have a double top, okay? So what does a trend reversal pattern, a classical trend reversal pattern look like? Well, take a look here. We've got this bottom right here, okay? And as soon as we cross, okay, as soon as we cross that bottom level, that's a classical charting pattern where we would say, let's make it purple here. We would say we have trend reversal right there. Okay. Now, some people say trend reversal. Okay. What I'm saying is that the uptrend has been terminated. Okay. This is a termination of the uptrend, but you can very well still get this. Okay. You can just get this deep pullback. Okay. So what we want to see is something like this. And what we would do, let's say we get a nice break below, close below structure here. Grab that Fibonacci retracement level, swing high on that second top, all the way down as far as it goes, okay? And we're going to look for that 618 retracement level. What we're looking for is a retest up to that area here, up to this like 618 retracement level for the move down. So we could actually short this position right here, right in between that 618 and 786 retracement level. I've done that a bunch of times and it works very well. I've seen that work over and over and over again. That is an aggressive trade. Hey, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. We are just going over a technique for everybody who's new here. We are going over a technique called the 2618 trade, right? Let me put that up here. Let's go over that a few times. It's called the 2618 trade. Now, why is it called 2618 trade? Well, the number 2 is for double top, okay? And 618 is for the 618 retracement level on Fibonacci. And this is your Fibonacci retracement tool right here. So we're talking about how to take a double top, how to take a reversal. Now, I only use this technique when I'm in an extended trend, and it has to be you've got to see that number 7 or number 8 wave. So on your TrendCloud, you'll see 5, 6. Once you hit 7, now you can start using that 2618 trade. Okay, so let's go over it again real quick. All right, here we've got a double top, and we're just looking at this. We've got a double top on that highest time frame, that 4-hour chart. We know that because this trend is extended, price wants to do this, okay? Why does it want to do this? It wants to go below that trend cloud, okay? Because down here is where it's going to recalculate. Once it crosses the 50 simple moving average, that's what this is on your trend cloud. And the trend cloud, I made it so that you can adjust every moving average on here. Because you may want to use the 55, maybe you want to use the 55 exponential. There you go. That's what the 55 exponential looks like, okay? You can mess around with that. Everything that I back tested is on the 50 simple, okay? So for this, in this particular case, this line right here is the 50 simple moving average. Once you become extended on any trend, okay, on any time frame, as long as you have TrendCloud on there, it's going to count the waves for you. And as soon as the candles turn ice blue, it's if to say that is to say that the trail has gone cold, okay? And this is almost like the gas light in your car. So the gas light in your car is on. You got to pull into a gas station. So you have to drive to the gas station, and the gas station's down here below that 50 cent. Salem Forex. Salem Forex. All right. I'm just going to call you Forex because I can't read what that is. I need glasses. All right. So pretty cool stuff, right? So right here, if we get this move, right? Let's say we get this move and it does break below. As long as we get below this line right here, okay? As long as we break below that line right there, we can start using our fib tool, Fibonacci retracement tool. You want to go to the top. Let me put that magnet on. You want to go to the top of the second top. Here's the first top. Here's the second top. Okay, you want to go to the second top, click, and then go all the way to the bottom and click again. Okay, and so if this thing here, right, pulls down, breaks through structure, you want to put it right there. Okay, at the bottom of the bottom of the wick. And then what you're going to do is draw a little box. Draw yourself a little box right at that 786 and 618, right? Right in between there. And you can take your trade. Okay, so once this pulls back into that area, you should get a nice move down. Does it work every single time? No, it doesn't. Sometimes it goes to 886, right? Sometimes it retests. So you really want to have your stop loss above there, okay? You want to have your stop loss somewhere above the structure of the double top, okay? We'll make that red. There we go. There's the setup right there. All right, we'll blow this up so that you can see it better. Okay. I've seen that happen a bunch of times, and it's really cool because this really gets you in before any of the indicators start indicating that momentum is shifting to the downside and trend is shifting to the downside. So this is considered an aggressive play. It's an aggressive play, but it does work quite nicely. So maybe we can see that happen today. Now, let's erase all that and let's just take a look at the current situation. All right. So as of right now, high time frame is in an uptrend. We are extended on that trend. And we are also cycling up with momentum up. Okay. So everything in this picture, okay, don't ever guess at what's going on. Read the indicators, read your TrendCloud indicators, and tell yourself what's going on in price on this time frame. Yes, the trend is up. Yes, it's extended. And we are making a move, right? We are in an impulse phase. When you see an uptrend and your cycle indicator is green, that means you're in an impulse phase. If you're in an uptrend and the cycle indicator is red, it means you're in a corrective phase. So you can see here, corrective, impulse, corrective, impulse. Okay. So where is that impulse move going to end? Well, if it double tops up here, okay, there's the wick of the 1 hour chart. Does it go higher? Can it go higher? Yeah, it can. It can. We can only trade what we see, right? So if we get a nice reaction out of here, and this thing starts to break through structure, okay, right there, starts to break through structure, then we can start looking, okay, for a retest into that area. All right. So as of right now, we really can't do anything. Do we want to go long here? Well, maybe we should go long, right? Well, you're extended, to go long in an extended trend is it's just not worth it, right? It's really risky. What's up, Hitch? Good to see you. Does that make sense, Forex? You seeing that? So it's really cool. So we read price action in this trading room, and we go over price action and make sure that we have a solid understanding of it and a very objective way of looking at it, right? We need to have a very objective way of looking at price action, because if you can't read the price action and you don't have a trade plan that objectively looks at price action, how are you going to apply any strategy to it? You won't be able to apply any strategy. What we like to do here is the opening range breakout, but the retest of the opening range. Okay, so we do something called the retest of the opening range, and that all comes with your TrendCloud system. So let's take a look and see what happened yesterday on the opening range here. So here's the 15-minute chart. Here is yesterday's opening range, okay? And we got a lot of silliness, didn't we? I mean, look at this. Opening range broke out to the downside, made a nice move up, and then just went sideways and retested this area here. And it hit that previous day's low, like to the tick. It just came down, hit that previous day's low. That's what it really wanted, and then it went up. Now, if you look at where we were at yesterday, you can see we were in uptrend, right? Uptrend on both time frames. We were still extended, so we didn't really want to go long. And right at this point, we were still cycling down, momentum down. Momentum was down on the middle time frame as well as the high time frame. I mean, everything was pointing down as far as momentum and our cycle, but everything was pointing up on our trend. So mixed signals, right? You've got trend going up, momentum coming down, smashing into each other. And look what happened on that opening range. Look what happened. Broke to the downside. Oh, maybe it's following momentum. Broke to the upside. Oh, maybe it's following trend. And then breaking down back down to the downside, real late in the day, and just pretty much going sideways all day, right? And then finally, what is this? 5 o'clock in the morning, this morning, Eastern, 5 o'clock Eastern, starts breaking out of that trend finally. Okay, so now we've got a shift in momentum. Trend is up. Momentum is way up. We're cycling up. Do you want to take a chance on going long, being that the high time frame trend is still up? High time frame trend is up, but it's extended. So this could fail at any moment, right? This could fail at any moment. And where is it going to fail? Well, probably right up in here somewhere, right? You can just draw a line like that. So we're really high on the curve. If we're trying to go long, then if we get a pullback into the opening range today, there you maybe a short trade, a scalp trade back up into this area, as long as the momentum stays above positive 100 on that CCI indicator. This is the CCI indicator here, and we like to take pullbacks like this. Let's say this is a demand zone down here, which it kind of is, right? Like that. We want to see price pull back into a demand zone without violating negative 100. We don't want this thing to pull back and also go below negative 100. We want it to pull back and stay above that zero line here, right? We want it to stay above that zero line as it's pulling back into a level of demand. And that's how we can tell that this is strong. So I started adding this to the TrendCloud process, and it actually increased the win rate. So I made it part of the process, and it works very well. It's a very clear depiction of, should I take this demand zone? Well, it's a very objective way of looking at corrective moves in an uptrend as they're pulling back into demand. And the guy who invented this, his name is Richard Lambert. He invented this back in 1980. The guy was a mathematical genius, and this is exactly what he programmed this thing to do. So, and it's strictly for the commodities market. It's called the Commodity Channel Index, and it's only used on futures. Okay. So let's go down here. Let's continue and just try to check out the plan on each one of these here. So here's the micro Dow. Same situation on the micro Dow. We're in an uptrend, but it's extended. Momentum is up. Trend is up. We're just extended on that high time frame. So same thing. We're looking for some kind of opening range breakout to the upside. We can take the retest and go long, but we want to make sure that we're taking targets. Okay, let's draw out that market edge right here. You don't have to get too fancy with it. Go over to the micro NASDAQ. Okay, let's draw out the top there. Do something like that. Okay, we're a bit further away. And do you see on the micro NASDAQ how it's gone only 5 waves? Here's 5, 6th wave. This might want to make a 7th wave, being that the micro S&P went 7 waves, now 8 waves. The micro Dow has gone 8 waves. And now we're looking at the micro NASDAQ, and it's only put in 6 waves. So I would say if we're going to take a chance, we take a chance on the micro NASDAQ for that long trade, okay, because the others did it. How about the micro Russell? Look at this. The micro Russell has not even gone 5 waves, right? 1, 2, and then it just kind of went sideways here. Okay, so the micro Russell, but look what we've got here. We're not quite yet above the 50. So the micro Russell is still early in that 4-hour trend, but it hasn't even started the 1-hour trend to the upside. Okay, so I would say micro NASDAQ is our best trade to go long for a short target. It says, see how easy I was able to identify that? That's why I built TrendCloud. Okay, I wanted it to be easy for me to evaluate all of the stocks or Forex or cryptocurrency, whatever. In this case, futures, right? I wanted to make sure I had a very objective method for doing this. Okay, so let me grab the trade plan and put it in the chat for you guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just going to go over to my Google Doc here, and I'm going to grab the link for the trade plan. There we go. Okay, and I'll put that in the chat for you guys. Everybody who's new, okay, there's the trade plan that we follow there, and I will also put TrendCloud in there as well for you. Okay, so there you go. Those are the links for you. Wow, we're getting okay. So it's 9:30, and as you can see, if you look at your low time frame and you've got your opening range breakout tool on there, you can see that we've just started the opening range here. Let me shut down the history. Extend historical lines. Just click that off so that you can focus in on just the new opening range. Okay. So here's the previous day, and we are still inside of the previous day's opening range. And this is the the micro Russell. Okay, so um, looks like, what would be best is that we have some kind of breakout to the upside here, but that's going to bring us closer to the market edge. We really need to have a break above, close above, and a crossover on the trend cloud here. So the trend cloud on the middle time frame has not crossed over to the upside yet. So we have an uptrend on the high time frame, but a downtrend on the middle time frame, and we don't like that, right? We like to have everything in alignment with each other, like this, right? Uptrend on the high time frame, uptrend on the middle time frame. Okay, great. Let's start looking for our zones, right? And we've also got, see, we're just starting. I think that the NASDAQ here wants to follow with its siblings, right? It wants to follow with the micro S&P and the micro Dow and form at least 8 waves. So we're only at the 6th wave. We've got 2 more waves to go. Look at that, guys. I mean, didn't we call that? We called that before it happened. Okay, that's not a crystal ball move, right? It's not a gypsy psychic kind of thing. All right, it's just technical analysis. And when you've got the tools on your chart to do that, you can read price action very easily. You can read all of this stuff very easily. Okay, so let's let the indexes do its thing and form the opening range, and then let's start looking. Let's start looking at what we can take here. Very strong uptrend on that 15-minute chart as well. All right, let's go over to crude oil, micro crude. And look at that. All right. So we have ripped through this this demand zone here. Okay. Downtrend, and we are below the trend cloud, just about, if you can see it, just about to cross over, just about to make a crossover there. Real nice move to the downside. Let's get over to the opening range. We've got to use the 5-minute on crude oil because it's an energy. And go over to the 5-minute chart just to take a look and see what it's done. Okay. Come on, scanner. Come on. So, wow, very interesting. Okay, so we've got, in this case, what we're setting up here is we're setting up a bull trap. All right, do you guys, everybody who's been with me for a while here, look at how we are extended to the downside on that 5-minute chart. Is it also extended on the 15-minute? No. Okay. But it is extended on the 5. So what's that telling us? It's telling us that, and that's quite a ways up, right? Car has run out of gas. We need to do this before we continue the move down. So we're expecting a move up in here. And what do we have up here is this, right? On that 5-minute chart, right there is your bull trap. Okay, so if this breaks out to the upside, people are going to say, "Oh, they're actually going to go long right at that breakout." That's what a lot of people do. But if you read your trend cloud, it's telling you, "Hey, we just transitioned to the downside." Okay, broke through structure right here. Candles turned yellow. These are your transition candles, right? Turned red, broke through structure, and we are way below negative 200 on that CCI indicator. Momentum is down, trend is down, middle time frame. Momentum is down, cycling down, and we're just about to be in a downtrend as well. Okay, this is all pointing to the downside. But yet, if this decides to break out to the upside, then we got to say to ourselves, why? Why is it doing that? Well, for various reasons, right? This is breaking out to the upside because it probably tricked a whole bunch of people into, going long in a really strong downtrend. And when people anything except for, maybe the opening range, they draw out their lines, right? You can draw this stuff out yourself like this, like this. And there are people who went short right here. There's the opening range. Oh, broke out to the downside, go short. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. So the move here today would be to wait for this right here. That's the move. What if it does something like this? What if it breaks above, breaks through structure here, and then pulls back? Can we take that long? I wouldn't do that, okay? Because at this point, you may get something like this, right? So, very, very dangerous. We don't want to just take any retest, okay? We don't want to take any retest. So if this breaks out and then starts to retest, a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, let's go long to here," but I don't like that because there's just too much force. There's just too much force to the downside. I would rather wait until we get to here and then start shorting. Okay? So it might take a while. That's just one scenario, guys, right? That's just one scenario. So that is the plan. So let's see, how much is this thing going to cost us? How much is this zone going to cost us on the micro? Go over to your risk manager tool. Okay, risk manager comes with your TrendCloud package. First click the vertical axis. This line here is your entry point. This line is your exit point, right? Put it a few ticks above right there. We're going to assume $20,000 account. 1%, right? 1% of 20,000, that's $200. How many of these can we take? 3 contracts. Okay, so go here and set it up. Sell. Whoop. There we are. Okay, just reconnect that. In order to do this, you need, we were talking about this yesterday, you need live data. Okay, so you'll have to, you have to have some live data in order to simulate this stuff, okay? So you go right here, click, and we can buy 3 or sell 3 right there, and then bring this right to here, okay? So there's your trade right there on crude oil. And it just helps you set everything up, okay? Once we're in the trade, we can then scale out of the position. And now, guys, I use NinjaTrader for my live account, and I'm thinking about bringing everything over to TradingView, just so that I can do everything live on TradingView for you guys. But as of right now, I don't have that set up. It's only on. I only have it the live account on TradingView. I mean on NinjaTrader. Sorry. Okay, so there is the setup. Okay, there's the setup for crude oil, right there. Remember this number right here. This is the more important number than this. Okay, we love looking at this number, but this is the number you really have to concentrate on. Okay, guys, because this number here, this risk number, is the number that's going to keep you in business. Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, he says it all the time. The money you make in trading is made in the risk management of the trade. Okay, that's it. Just keep that in front of you all the time. All right, let's take a look at natural gas. And it looks like we are in the F contract here. Okay, let's get rid of that. And we're going to focus on NGF. We're going to focus on the F contract. We're also going to use the 5-minute opening range. Okay. And so what do we have here? All right, let's do a top-down analysis on natural gas. Okay, let's take a look. Let me see here. Okay. Very clear, right, guys? Downtrend on the high time frame, downtrend on the middle time frame. Good. We like that. We're extended here on this middle time frame, so we know it's got to come up into this area. It's got to come up into this area to recalculate and continue the move down if that's what it wants to do. But look at the other elements here. We're in two downtrends, high time frame, middle time frame, but momentum, right? Momentum has broken to the upside, and momentum is to the upside, and we're cycling up. So again, trend is down, momentum is up. That causes a lot of sideways movement, right? So we're going to lay off of natural gas. Not sure what's going to happen here. Maybe we get a bunch of back and forth movement because of that. So let's leave natural gas alone. Let's go over to micro gold. Clear the chart. Okay, we still have that setup from yesterday. Let's remove that. Do everything again. Micro gold, we got to switch it to 15-minute and get back over to that 15-minute chart, and let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we're in an uptrend, but we broke out to the downside. Okay, so that means we're looking for we're looking for bear traps, right? We're right there. Hit that bear trap, and now it's moving forward. Okay, so this is going to be a good trade, guys. Now momentum is cycling down here on the high time frame, right? Cycling down, momentum is down in an uptrend. We don't like that, but we've got trend and momentum on our side on the middle time frame. So I think if we break through some structure here, if we break through all of this, then we've got a good chance of breaking through this, right? All of this in here is chop. This is all chop, right? This would be your very first sign of a move to the upside. So if we break above and close above all of this, we can start looking for a retest of the opening range. So why don't we put let's put an alert, add an alert right there. And that's going to send us a text to our phone, right? So gold breakout. That's just a little note to remind me, hey, this is what's going on. And we want to make sure it's breaking to the upside here. Crossing up. Save. Okay. There we go. So if we get that, if we get an alert on gold, we'll go back to it and we'll start looking for the retest here. Would have been cool to get in on this, right? That would have been nice to get in on this bear trap here. But at that moment in time, momentum was still down, and there's really no way of telling how deep that would have gone, right? But we do have both uptrends, momentum up on the middle time frame. We just don't have it on the high time frame. Okay, let's go over to silver. Maybe silver is making a bit more sense here. Let's take a look. Uptrend on the high time frame, uptrend on the middle time frame, cycling up, momentum down on the high time frame, and we've just crossed below. But look at that. Look at that wick. It really huge rejection here. We have a huge rejection of this area here on silver. So things are not so much in alignment, right? Kind of bouncing around. Broke out to the downside, same thing. If we want to go long on silver, we really want to see a break above all of this mess here, right? So let's just put an alert right here. Crossing above, and we'll say silver. Silver breakout. It's just a little note and a little reminder. So that will send us a text. Soybean. Yeah, let's get over to soybean. Soybeans. What's going on with soybeans? Okay. We're getting a signal on the high time frame to go long. We're just starting to hook up and cycle up. Uptrend on that middle time frame. We don't use the opening range on soybeans. Okay, we can use the levels, right? We can still use the levels, but we can still use those levels as markers. Okay, uptrend, middle time frame, CCI is below, so we've got it's trying to make a move to the upside, right? It's just not there yet. So high time frame, trying to make that crossover to the upside. Middle time frame, definitely an uptrend, but momentum is down everywhere else. So we really want to see some structure break. We really want to see some structure break. Let's put on TrendCloud here, and if you're going off of if we're trying to line up some signals, right? Because you can do that too. Line up these down signals. These down signals have more weight to them than a move than this, right? Because we've got more in alignment. So, but still a whole bunch of mixed stuff. So you can't really take these signals because you still have an uptrend on the middle time frame. Maybe when this starts to cross over, right, then you would have down signal, crossover to the downside, momentum is down. So far from here to here, in that situation, everything would be great. And then look at this, cycling down, momentum down. Okay, so you just start to put those pieces together, Kazi, on soybeans, and you maybe by the end of the day or tomorrow, we can start taking these signals, right? But I would just take that vertical axis line, like I'm doing right here, put it over each down signal on that 15-minute chart, and say to yourself, is everything lined up? Down signal, green candles, upward trend, strike one. Oh, momentum is down. That's good. Green candles on the high time frame, strike two, but we're cycling down and momentum is down. So it's almost there, right? It's almost there. Maybe this thing goes sideways for a while, and then you start getting those down arrows again. And this has crossed over. This is crossed over. Down, down, down. Right? Then you take it. Then you take that move. So it looks like it wants to set up very soon for a nice downward move. You get in on this would be you would be getting in on the very beginning of that. And then you can read some fundamentals, about what's going on. Let's go to the full contract of soybeans. Let's go out to the full contract and let's take a look at high time frame. Let's turn everything off, recalculate the chart. Let's go out to the monthly. Looky here. Remember, agriculture is this is really one of the best ways to approach agriculture, right? Is looking at these high time frames. This is the monthly chart. Let's set our time frames up as monthly, weekly, and daily. And let's just turn everything off, recalculate, and let's just look at this. Okay, recalculate. Good. So let's start with the monthly. I had drawn that out before. Yeah, look at that, right? Interesting. So this is September, right? February. Let's go back. Where are all these? Look at all these spikes, right? 1973. I love that. I love the dinosaur. I love the dinosaur thing. When you go back all the way, like 1969, there's a dinosaur. But look at that, man. Where does everything hit? Right here. All of this. Hit, resistance. Imagine looking at this stuff here. Here's the first time back in 2008 when soybeans broke above years of support. I mean, years of supply. Pretty interesting. Very interesting stuff. And here you go. Previous resistance became support right down here. Previous resistance became support. Wow. Wow, that's really cool. And here we are today. Okay, monthly chart. So we've got a ways to go. We're right in the middle. We're right in the middle of the curve, Kazi. And yeah, there's a lot of room here. What's that look like? Go down to the daily, the weekly chart, and let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good for a supply zone. Weekly, this is just a whole bunch of consolidation, right? So down here, all this consolidation, and we've got this right here. We've got this level right here that we've come into. So weekly has hit weekly demand. We've hit weekly demand, and it did break through it a little bit. So we still have this downtrend here, right? Classical charting. There you go. Go down to the daily. Okay, and what do we see on the daily here? That looks pretty good on the daily. That trend line looks pretty good. So we do have, we've got a trend line break, and it looks like it's finding support. That's a pretty darn good trend line that we drew there, huh? Pretty accurate. So that's some classical charting. And we've got this, right there. So on the daily chart, put TrendCloud on there. TrendCloud is starting to give us signals. If we use this long term, the monthly chart momentum is up, cycling up. Momentum's still down on the middle chart. Trend is still down. So still mixed signals there. But interesting to look at this and use TrendCloud on the high time frames, because it will give you some really accurate indications here. So from a long-term standpoint, that's what we're looking at here. We're getting a signal. It's just we don't have everything lined up yet. We need more. We want that to be above positive 100. This is definitely going to stay like this, and we need a crossover, right? We need a crossover there. So when we get a crossover, candles start turning green. We're above positive 100, specifically using monthly, weekly, daily. Then you can start taking these moves. And when you get that, you got to remember, let's say if you want to take a move here just by buying one. Look at how small, right? Look at this. It's super expensive, right? Because we're using the daily chart. You're looking at like a 13, mixed signals all over. And just to show you, like, that's, if you want to take a tiny little move, just one contract is over $1,000 risk. So you got to focus on this number, because look at this. Oh man, imagine just catching a trend, and you can do that, right? You can totally do that. It's just the risk has just got to make sense. The risk has to make sense on those lower time frames. But I've done proof of concept videos where we just kept going, and you could see, you can see that taking place. You catch the beginning of a trend, and that's what makes your whole year sometimes. That's the beauty of it. Let's check out, being that we're on agriculture, let's go over soybeans. Let's check out corn. Same thing on the monthly here. Let's go back to 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute. Clear the chart and recalculate everything. Okay. So there we go. Corn futures. Cycling down, right? Or actually just starting to cycle up. Trend is down. High time frame. There we go. Trend is down on the high time frame, up on the middle time frame, up on the low time frame. Unfortunately, we got this. Can you see that signal right there? We did get a trend cloud signal. It's covered up by the plus sign, but look how long that candle is, right? I think you'd be able to take this. If this pulls back into this area, We only have one piece of the puzzle missing. We could take this trade on corn. If we get a pullback here into this demand zone, we'd be pulling back into upward momentum. And we're also in an uptrend on the middle time frame. Okay. We do have a bunch of sideways movement here, though. There, and let's see. Oh, wow. Actually, no. Pulled back, broke above. Yeah, so we're here. So we're in between here right now. But there's your move on corn. I think it's possible that this could happen today. That's possible that could happen today. And that's what it would look on the higher time frame. A little messy on the higher time frame, right? But we did get a signal, and sometimes these signals get retested, and we do have a drop base rally. Okay, so if that does pull back, good for us. H contract has more of a on corn. H contract. Oh, good call. There we are. Yep, we were waiting for that. We were waiting for that crossover. Okay. Thanks, Kyle. Where's my ZCH contract? Oh, there we go. ZCH. Yep, there we go. So let's get rid of that and keep our watch list nice and clean. Excellent. Oh, there we go. And you can see it better too on this one, right? So, yeah, and look at that. So now we got everything we need, don't we? Oh, and there it is, 8:30. 8:30, dude. 8:30 this morning. Boom, right there. There's the entry. There's the stop loss. Right there. TrendCloud signal, rip to the upside. Hopefully we get a break above that structure there. So you can see that a lot more clearly here. So we do have the crossover to the upside on the high time frame, cycling up. Momentum is up. Momentum's up. Trend is up. We got it all. All systems a go. Let's see if we can get that. If we can get that retest. Right there. Let's see if we can get that retest. Two contracts right there. Pulls back down. Two contracts, $150 risk. We can scale out of that position now. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Looking good. Wheat. Did we do wheat? Okay, so wheat, mixed signals, right? Mixed signals on wheat. Downtrend, cycling down, momentum's down. Okay, that's good to go short, but then we've got an uptrend and momentum is still up. We need to cross below there, and this needs to come down and start turning red. Swiss. What do we got on the Swiss? Uptrend, cycling down, momentum is down. Okay. So that's only one piece of the puzzle missing, right? We only got one piece of the puzzle. We could go short We got a couple of signals here. Momentum is down, momentum's down, cycling down. Everything's down except for that high time frame trend, which is up. So you got to figure, okay, how far down is this thing going to go? Because technically this is a corrective move on an uptrend. You got to start looking for, here's consolidation down here. We've got this, right? We've got the 50, and we've got all of this. So we got a little ways to go here, right? Not the best asymmetrical leverage, right? Not the best asymmetrical leverage. If we get a pullback, right? If we get a pullback into here, we can take that short. But again, it's really not the best. Not the best risk to reward. We're almost there. Even on the 15-minute chart, we're almost in that high time frame turnaround area. So I would say no. Go to the euro. Aha. Wow. Okay. What do we got going on with the euro? Extended trend, right? Extended trend, pulling back. We wanted to recalculate somewhere down here. Somewhere down here. Cycling down, momentum is down. Can we get in on this downward run? Got that signal right there. TrendCloud. Where is this going to pull back to? Possibly somewhere in here, right? Okay. Here we got a drop base drop, and we've got a whole bunch of consolidation here. However, this drop base drop on the 15-minute chart broke through the structure. Okay. So what if we took the trade right in the middle? Sell. Very expensive, unfortunately. That's too expensive. We would have to take something that looked like this. Okay. That would have to be our risk. We would have to take the drop base drop. And that would have to happen pretty quickly. Looks like it tried to pull back and hit that area. It pulled back and didn't pull back far enough into that zone. And now it's making, a really, really strong move to the downside here. So maybe let's put an alert. Crossing up. Euro supply zone. Short. And we'll check it out when we get that signal. Okay. Japanese yen. Japanese yen, 4-hour chart in an uptrend, but momentum is down. Cycling down, momentum down, down on the 1-hour chart. Extended on the 15-minute. So that means we're going to have some kind of pullback above here. And we do have We do have that area right here. And there. Okay, so we got two zones to work with here. Let's set another alert. Or actually, the Japanese yen, we can set the trade right here. Sell. That's pretty expensive. That's too close. And we've got other trades on. All right, we don't. Let's wait for some more information because that's a bit expensive. That's a bit expensive there. British pound. Okay, British pound. What's going on, British pound? We're in an uptrend on that high time frame, cycling down, momentum down. So we're in a corrective phase. We're in this corrective phase here. And candles are starting to turn red. We transition to the downside on that middle chart. So we are really rejoining this downward move here. All of this downward move is still a correction in the overall uptrend of that high time frame. So you got to understand, you got to keep the context of everything in the back of your mind there. You got to keep the context of everything in the back of your mind, especially on that high time frame. High time frame will always take precedence over the lower time frames. So right here, upward trend, cycling down. Okay, we've got more information to the downside. More information to the downside. And what do we have here? Drop base drop, broke through structure, right there. Okay, so the pullback, we really want the pullback to take place at a level of imbalance like this drop base drop. And we want that level of imbalance to be above the break of structure, which it is. So that's good. We like that. The other thing is we want to make sure that we've got some kind of support and resistance. And that's this right here. That is the crossover of the trend cloud. So there's a lot of stuff taking place right here. And if we use our Fibonacci extension tool, swing high to swing low, we've got a 618 retracement level right in the middle there. Okay. So this area right here looking very good for another move down on the British pound. Okay, what's that going to cost us? Can we afford it? Okay, little expensive, right? So why don't we keep the stop there, okay, a few ticks above the zone, and just slide this there on the British pound. Good setup. That's a good setup right there. Okay. If that fails, we've got another one right up here. From there to there. Okay, if price pulls back up and says, no, I want the 886 Fibonacci retracement level, well, then that's what you do. And as this moves down, we have to move it down with Fibonacci as well. Right? So if this keeps going down, you can see that the fib levels are shifting. So you just have to keep that in mind. So we'll see how that goes. But that is still a good level for a test. Comes back, hits that supply zone, boom, move to the downside. And you got all this momentum at your back. All right. See you on Monday, Kazi. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. All right, Australian dollar right here. Australian dollar. Can we make some money on the Australian dollar today? Let's take a look. Uptrend on the 4-hour chart, cycling down, momentum is down. Okay, so we seem to have the same situation on all the currencies here. The high time frame is still up, and that's okay. The middle time frame and the low time frame momentum are all down. So we can rejoin, we can get in on that. All right, we can get in on that. Everything's cycling down, momentum is down. We've broken through structure right here. Okay. Where's the next move? Well, we can see that we've got that TrendCloud component here. And here's the drop base drop. This is just a rally and a drop, or you can look at it as drop, base, 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 drop. You can look at this like this, or you can take this here. Which one is it going to hit? We don't know. We don't know which ones it's going to hit. You'd have to take a chance on just one, or take both, depending on your account size, right? So let's just go for the top one here. Sell. There we go. I like that. I like that. Let's move forward. Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar. Look at the difference here on the Canadian dollar, guys. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Nope, that's yeah, man. Unfortunately, you have to hit that F5 on there. If you want, let me give you my I also record everything to the to YouTube. So let me give you the YouTube link. Let's go over to YouTube live. Magroot. All right, Magroot. There you go. Let's see if it lets me. Yeah, there you go. Click onto that, Magroot. And so we stream live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 right now. And if you jump onto the YouTube live channel, it streams from TradingView over to YouTube, and you don't have that issue there. Okay, and I have both chats up, one on this screen, one on this screen, and then we do the analysis on the middle screen. So yeah, so check that out, Magroot, and thanks for being here, man. Yeah, if you have any questions, you want me to look at anything, just let me know. I'll be happy to pop it up on the screen here. So we like to go over technical analysis, and read price action. And it is very useful, very useful. So hope you're enjoying everything. Any questions, just let me know. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's good to have a small community here. I'm trying to get some more people, but we're doing really well. We've got a really good group of people that a lot of us are trading futures, but we do look at Forex and crypto and stuff like that. So you can apply your TrendCloud process to basically anything that you want. If you can read price action objectively, then you've got something very powerful. If you can get your skills to a point where you can read price action accurately, you can apply it to any strategy. You can apply it to supply and demand zones. You can apply it to um, double tops and double bottoms, classical charting. You can apply it to the opening range breakout. Whatever strategy is out there, you can use TrendCloud to make it more accurate because it's a price action mapping system. Okay, and that's pretty much what we're reading here. So definitely look at that trade plan that I've got. I put the link in the chat there. The trade plan goes over everything, and of course, we've got a master class and stuff like that, and a great sale for Black Friday. You can see this. We put a little. We've got a little wedge pattern here, don't we? So far, right? Got a little wedge pattern going here on the Canadian dollar, starting to break out to the downside. TrendCloud is telling us, okay, so here's a yellow candle. That means we could be transitioning to the downside. That's a transition candle. Momentum is already on our side. Your momentum filter is red, cycling down, red, starting to transition down and break through structure. We've got a downtrend on the middle time frame. Momentum is below negative 200 on that CCI. So you see, you just got red, red, red. Color codes your chart for you. And, red candles here on the low time frame as well. So what do you think we should do here? Well, I think we should be looking for a short, right? We don't want to be going long in this environment. So what do we do? Okay, so let's remove all this. What are we looking for? Well, we want to look for a break of structure. Well, we've got a break of structure right here. And what broke this structure here? Well, here's rally base drop. So here's a right here, right? There's a supply zone. And here's a supply zone too, right? Drop, base, drop that turned into this level here. So we've got some structure here where this thing could pull back into and make the move down. Now, that was pretty easy to see, right? But to make this entire system work together, you've got to put it on multiple time frames. Each time frame should be at least 3 or 4 times higher than the next, right? And that just gives you sort of this very this timed approach, to your trading. Like first this happens, then this happens, then this happens. So if you if you use 3 time frames, you're going to be able to see that minute by minute execution of the trade. And what do we have? We're transitioning to the downside on the 4-hour, cycling down, momentum is down. Great. We love that. Is that in alignment with the middle chart? Yeah, it is. Downtrend, candles are red, TrendCloud is red. That matches the high time frame. Momentum is also down. That matches the high time frame as well. What do we got on the low time frame? Yeah, candles are red, TrendCloud is red, and we're getting our signals to go short. So if we were looking at this and watching this right here, what time was that at? 8 o'clock this morning, we get a signal to go short. We could have taken this signal. Okay, so this is the first signal that you will see on your TrendCloud to go short. So we would have already been in this trade, right? What we're using is a technique called supply and demand zone trading. That's a strategy. Supply and demand zone trading is a strategy where you look for those levels of imbalance, specifically the retest of those areas. So we have a nice formation here, a rally-based drop, broke through structure, and now we're pulling back into that supply zone. So that would be the move there. And we can take that trade if we want. How expensive is that? 2 contracts. Let's see. What's that going to cost us? Yeah, it's going to cost us just about $200. So we got to pull this. We'll pull this right to here. If it retests this area, great. We've got a trade that will work for us. Okay, New Zealand dollar, same thing, right? We're in an uptrend, so what was that? New Zealand dollar uptrend on the high time frame, but momentum is down on every other time frame, and so is the trend, right? So again, these trades here, these signals on the low time frame, totally valid. Do you see how we would have ignored? Look at this, guys. See how we would have ignored the signal to go up, right? These are the signals that we want to take, right? And you'll get that in all trading systems will produce, because these are just mathematical equations. So all trading systems are going to produce signals that are to be ignored. We would ignore this signal to go long here because we're in a downtrend, low time frame, downtrend, middle time frame, momentum is down. We are in an uptrend on the high time frame, but we're cycling down and momentum is down. We have more evidence to the downside, and that's why we would ignore this upward signal here. Okay, all of that is in the masterclass. It's laid out for you step by step. Okay, so if you guys do want to take a look at TrendCloud, I'll put the link in here. This is what the TrendCloud system looks like. Put that right there for everybody. And we've got our Black Friday sale going on for TrendCloud right now. Okay, so everything in here, all 6 indicators, the masterclass, the mentorship, digital trading journal, the private mastermind group, all of that. It's a $1,500 program right now on sale for $697. Okay, so that is the promotional sale for Black Friday for the entire TrendCloud system. And I've got a lot of proof of concept videos on the YouTube channel as well for you guys to take a look at. And basically what we do is we line up like this. There's your signal to go short. Drop that vertical axis. Does it line up with everything on the chart? Trend is down, momentum is down. Cycling down, momentum is down, right? We're pulling back in this trend. Everything lines up, right? We only have one piece of the puzzle missing, which is the high time frame, which is in an uptrend. So it's the only piece of the puzzle that's missing. If you have one piece of the puzzle missing, no problem. If you have 2 pieces, you walk away. Okay? So very accurate stuff. Let's go back and check out our equities market here. Nothing triggered. Let's go to the micro NASDAQ. Micro NASDAQ. We're in an uptrend, cycling up, but we're extended, right? Okay, so we knew that we wanted to we wanted to put in that 7th wave. So NASDAQ is still trying to make some decisions here. Micro Russell, okay, still caught in the middle of everything. Micro S&P, look at that. We broke to the upside, rejection. So we now have that double top, right? Look at how this, let me clear everything. This is super important. Do you use it for US 30, US 500? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You can use it on anything. You can use this on stocks, crypto, forex, anything you want, Margot, anything you want. It's a price action mapping system, so therefore it will work for anything. TrendCloud is a system that helps you objectively look at price action. It's going to color coordinate your chart for you because it's very difficult at first. Um, and let me know. Remember when you first started trading, and you're like, I can't. I don't even know which way the trend is going. Like, how can you tell where the trend is, right? And at first, it's difficult, and that's just looking at one time frame. Now look at multiple time frames. Now look at multiple time frames. It gets very confusing. It gets very confusing. So what I did was I developed a system that color coded each time frame for me. Like, look at this right here on the micro S&P, for instance, right? Everything is green. I know I'm looking for longs, right? Across multiple time frames, everything is green. Okay? TrendCloud is green on all three time frames. Great. I'm not confused anymore. Okay. Now start to add momentum. Aha. Okay. So now we've got an upward trend on all three time frames. Momentum is up on my middle time frame, which is what's going on right now. Okay. And the high time frame, momentum is also up. Green, 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 green. Okay. This is good. So the trade plan is you've got to have trend up on all three time frames, or at least, your two major time frames here. And you're going to look for your supply and demand zones on the lower time frame. And all of that's laid out in the master class step by step. But that's the idea. You want to have confluence on every time frame so that it's easy, and you could say, I know what to do. Now I can apply my strategy. Maybe you like trading moving average crossovers. Maybe you like trading cipher patterns or bat patterns or whatever, or even classical charting. Well, wouldn't you want to take advantage of like a triangle, or a bear flag, or a trap? Like, even if you like to do bear traps and bull traps, you want to take advantage of that when you know trend and momentum are on your side. And so if you have a system that lays all that out for you, well, now you've got something very powerful. And I also developed this TrendCloud Zone Scanner. So inside of the supply and demand zone scanning system are all the contracts that I'm going to focus on. Okay, so it takes everything in my watch list, puts it into here, and organizes it for me. So I know, oh, all the strongest demand zones are in this column. All the strongest supply zones are in this column. Okay. And that's gonna pretty much map out my day for me. So I love using that. And then you've got to take that, because again, these are all just mathematical equations at work for us, right? You have to be discretionary, and you have to apply your technical analysis skills to that information. We don't just take random signals, right? We use a very specific process. And again, that's laid out in the free trade plan. Um, I'll put the free trade plan back in there for you guys too. So let me grab that link. Here's the trade plan, Margot. That's a video trade plan on how all this works. You can check that out for free. And if it looks like that's something you want on your charts, then give TrendCloud a try. We've got a lot of great members. They wrote me the nicest testimonials, and I couldn't be prouder. So I'm very proud of all of this. It works. It's been back tested and optimized. You do get a digital trading journal with it, and it has the data from TrendCloud on there. And I did about 2 months of data is on there for you to take a look at. So everything is proven. It's back tested. Anything that you use on your chart, you want to back test it, right? You want to get that Excel spreadsheet and put all that information on there. And the digital trading journal that I developed, it already has all the formulas on there for you. So it's got the Excel formulas already pre-programmed specifically for trading. Okay, so and you can add your strategies, anything you want. You can manipulate that. You can add that data to it if you want. But the majority of the stuff is on there for you. So it'll save you a lot of time and frustration, because Excel, writing formulas on Excel, it's a real pain in the butt, right? So anyway, here on the micro S&P, we have an extended trend, right? There's the extended trend on the micro S&P. It's up, but it's extended, and we are coming into a double top here. So we're forming this double top, and the plan from this morning was, as long as price does not close above this line, we'll have a double top. If price closes above that pivot candle, we'll have a new structure high, and it's no longer a double top. So from here, what we want to see is a breakthrough of structure. Okay, that will tell us the uptrend is terminated, and we can start looking for a retest to make a move lower. Okay, that is what we are waiting for. So we're waiting for some structure to break on that high time frame, because the trend is extended, and that is that. Let's take a look at how we can use TrendCloud in the stock market. Is there any stocks that anyone would like to look at? Anything specific we would like to look at? I'm just going to bring up something common like Apple. Okay, let's just bring up Apple. Tesla, sure. Let's do Tesla. Where is it? Tesla. Let's bring up Tesla. Okay, so stocks, we like to use the daily chart, right? And 1 hour. So when we take a look at Tesla right now, high time frame, down, right? Cycling down, momentum is down. Middle time frame is up. Okay, so we've got mixed signals here, and the trend is still up. In order to start taking signals to the downside on Tesla, which we don't want to do, right? We don't want to short these large cap stocks, right? Right, Margot? We don't want to short Margaret. Sorry, right? Is it Margaret? Yeah, Margaret. We don't want to short large cap stocks that are doing very well, right? So let me show you what we do here. Go to that daily chart, open it up, okay? And I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm going to show you something really cool using TrendCloud. Let's just let's just go back in time here. Wow, look at that. Look at this, how That was a long run to the downside back in 2022. But let's just take this from here. Let's take it from here, right? So we've got this downtrend, and we just here's the transition, right? Just check this out here. No one is a buyer here, right? We want to invest in Tesla. We don't want to short it, right? So how do we use TrendCloud to let us know when we should be buying this thing? Well, we're not going to be buying right away especially when we break to the downside. We get a break of structure here. Wow. When we saw this back in October 14th, 2022, people were panicking, right? And they were like, oh man, what is going on? We're getting down signals here. Okay, so when can you start to be a buyer again? You want to see that crossover take place. So if we move forward here, here we start to break out of the trend cloud, right? Right there. Here we've got transition candles. Candles start turning yellow, and we're looking for that crossover. Right there. Right there's the crossover. We believe in this company. We only want to be a buyer. So maybe at this point, you can start looking for your option chains, or you go to your finance guy, and you say, hey, look, I want to start acquiring Tesla because, you're looking at your TrendCloud system. You're not going to, he's not, your advisor, he or she is not going to know, like, what is TrendCloud? They're not going to know what that is, right? Only you are going to know what that is. But you can start acquiring Tesla. So let's just, you say you start buying, right? And then you move forward, okay? And there you go. You've got TrendCloud giving you signals, right? So you've got some signals here. Your first signals that you get are the strongest in your TrendCloud, right? So you can start buying there as well on those signals. Then it pulls back, taking some heat. Hey, no problem. When do we want to be a buyer again? Well, here we go. We're broke below. Get ready to start buying again because it's on sale. Whenever you pull back into a company, when you have a pullback like this in a company that you want to invest in, we invest in Tesla. We don't trade Tesla. We invest in Tesla. So right now, Tesla's on sale, right? Well, you have to time it. You got to time it where it's on sale. Boom, right there. There's the crossover again. Buy it again. Move forward. Very nice. Very nice. There's the signal. There's your first signal after the crossover. Buy it. Move forward. Let's speed it up. Okay. It's gone on sale again, has it not? Tesla is on sale. When do we start to accumulate? When do we start to accumulate? Boom, right there. Start accumulating. Buy it again. Move forward. Crossed over again. There's a signal. Buy it. These are accumulation points. Pulls back deep. Okay. Pulls back deep. Notice how we're not in the red anymore, right? And there you go. Okay. So was that rocket science? That's not rocket science. That is a very clear, objective way of investing using TrendCloud to invest in companies that are at the top of their game. This is Tesla. We don't short Tesla ever. We only buy. When do you buy? You buy when you look for that pullback on TrendCloud, understand that it's on sale. When do you get in? At the best time, when the second you see that crossover. You see that crossover take place, and there you go. Okay? You can do that over and over again. That is a very objective way of accumulating a stock that you want to invest in. Imagine if you did that for 10 years, I mean, I mean, it is what it is, right? But and then, look at that line we drew. Previous support became resistance, right? Resistance, resistance, breaks above, pulls back, support, makes a move, pulls back, support, and here we are today, right? There we are today. So when do we start buying Tesla again? As soon as we see that crossover take place like we did before. Maybe we get a TrendCloud signal as well. That's when you start buying. Okay, so very very simple. If you have a finance guy at like TD Ameritrade or something like that, look, you can call them up and you can say, hey, listen, when you get that crossover, call your guy up, your finance guy. Hey, buy it for a year out. You know, long term. Let your finance guy know that, hey, I want to invest long term into Tesla, and I don't want to just buy shares. I want to buy the options because you'll make more money. You'll make more money if you buy the options. Buy the options a year out. Okay, that's how you invest. You just tell your finance guy that you want to invest in Tesla, and that you're going to tell him at very specific points what when you want to start accumulating. He'll say, okay, no problem. Or he or she will say, yeah, hey, no problem. You let me know. There you go. Green light. Go start accumulating Tesla. Get those option calls. All right. Anything else? Should we do that? Should we do that on anything else? Any other stocks or forex pairs or anything? Well, let's go to Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin. Do crypto. Binance, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Let's do that. Let's use Coinbase. Okay. So Bitcoin, right? Now with Bitcoin, we're going to be buying fractional shares, right? We're going to be buying fractional shares of Bitcoin. See, all through here on sale. Get the crossover, start buying, right? So let's just go back to the beginning of the year here. Replay. When are we buying Bitcoin? Bitcoin is going on sale. Okay, Bitcoin's on sale. Right there. Start buying. Move forward. And remember, we're working with fractional shares here, unless you've got, that type of money where you can, buy a full Bitcoin. Bitcoin's on sale. Bitcoin's on sale. See how the candles have turned ice blue? Right there, get ready because this thing is going to start breaking to the upside. Okay, and there you go. There's your crossover there. Buy it again. Move forward. Okay, pulling back. Pulling back, pulling back. Deep pullback. Bitcoin is on sale. When do we buy it? When do we buy it again? Right there. Buy it again. Move forward, move forward. And there you go. All right. Remember, companies that you want to invest in, you don't short it. You only buy. You only buy. Okay. And you're holding this stuff longer term. Okay. So that is the deal. So that's how you would use TrendCloud to start to purchase and accumulate stocks and crypto that you believe in. All right. You don't want to short something that you believe in. Let's go over to gold. Let's see what's going on with gold here. Okay. Get back over to the 4-hour chart on gold. And here we go. Okay. Gold is in an uptrend, but we're cycling down. That means we're in a corrective move. So you got to say to yourself, where is this corrective move going to end? Well, it's going to end probably somewhere inside of the trend cloud, right? Somewhere in here. Somewhere inside the trend cloud. Okay. It's already pulled back into that area. And that's also, right? We've got this rally-based rally right here. Right? Rally-based rally. Let's make that a little darker. Let's just make that a darker green. Okay. Pulled in, just missed it, right? Correcting down, momentum is down. Momentum is down on the high time frame, on the middle time frame as well. So we have two uptrends going up, and we have momentum on both time frames going down. All right. Those are two opposing forces, mixed signals, right? We don't like that. We don't like mixed signals. We need everything to be in one direction. Uptrend, uptrend, that means we need to have momentum on our side. And momentum is on our side when we get something like this, right? When the momentum filter here, or the CCI indicator, breaks above positive 100, now we're in business. Okay. Once this breaks above positive 100, we should see momentum shift, cycling up. Now we start taking the trade. Okay. So we're not looking to go short on gold here. All right. We're in an uptrend. We want to stay with the uptrend. We need a momentum shift. Okay. Momentum has to shift before we can say, let's start taking trades. What's going on with silver? Go back to silver. Same thing. Uptrend on the high time frame, but momentum is down. Okay. No good. Platinum, same thing on platinum. Right? We've got this deep pullback, and momentum is still down. So we are just simply waiting for that. See how simple? So it's a system, guys. TrendCloud is an objective system of looking at price action so that you can make money. We want to make a ton of money doing this, right? That's why we got into this game. We want to make a ton of money. And if you have a system that tells you how to be objective with your trading, well, you've got a much better chance of success than somebody that's looking at one chart and is not looking at anything. If you're just looking at this, and that's it, hey man, go for it. I don't know how you're doing it, but you can't. You guys, you just can't. You have to look at multiple time frames, and you have to have a system in place that is going to be an objective plan for you. Okay. And then you can take those small 1% risks and you will make money. 2%, 3%, 4% on your account. Okay. There's no other trading account out there or savings account or whatever kind of account in your bank that's going to allow you to do that type of, that type of profit. You know what we didn't look at? We didn't look at the 10-year note. 10-year note, same thing, mixed signals, right? Uptrends with down momentum. Momentum is down, but the trends are all up. We need to wait for that momentum shift, okay? Five-year, same thing. 2-year, same thing, right? We need that shift. We need that momentum shift. What's going on with copper? Copper has broken some structure here to the downside. All right. Now we're starting to get that shift, right? Look at how we got the crossover on that middle time frame. So TrendCloud has crossed over to the downside on the middle time frame. Momentum is all down here, right? So we could now start to look for supply zones. What do we have in here? What do we have inside of that? Well, look at that. Look how it drew it out almost perfectly right there. Okay. Got yourself a nice supply zone right there to take on copper. If we take Fibonacci and go swing high to swing low, we've also got ratio confluence, right? We've got that 786 running right in between the supply zone. Sell right there. Bring this above. There's your copper trade right there. There's your trade on copper right there. A very objective and optimized strategy to take your copper trade. 786 retracement level inside of a level of imbalance, right? This rally-based drop. It's also inside of that middle time frame trend cloud. Momentum is down. Trend is down. Momentum is down on both time frames. Okay. If this pulls back up to here, we can take that trade down. All right. All right, guys. Just about 11 o'clock here. I'm going to get going and get some TrendCloud. I know you guys are going to enjoy it. I've got that Black Friday sale going on. So I will post that one more time here. I'll post that one more time in the chat for you. Right there. Go check out TrendCloud. You can watch some videos on it. I do a lot of proof of concept videos. I think they speak volumes to the accuracy of TrendCloud. And give it a shot, guys. You won't be sorry. You'll have an objective way of looking at price action that you can apply any strategy to and make a ton of money, okay? Because that's what we're in this for. We want to make money. All right, everybody, have a great holiday, and I will see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thanks, everyone. Take care.